What do you do when you want a powerful boost to your bass walking skills? Something that you can do every day for any chord progression, any tune, any standard. Well, I have a series of steps today, something that you can do for any tune that you want to learn, and it's going to make an unshakable foundation. Let's look at these materials for this great standard out of nowhere. Now it's G major, and one advantage you have right away, just a little heads up in this tune, as opposed to bebop tunes, a lot of tunes, they have half note harmonic rhythm, so there's more than one chord per measure. And this is essentially all whole note harmonic rhythm, so not like a bebop tune, like a tune, in my opinion, a little easier to understand a tune from the start when you only have one chord per measure. But then on the turnaround, the end of the tune, you do have a quick 3, 6, 2, 5 blam into the end of the tune. So that's knowable, that's doable. So here we go. The first thing on the agenda is to learn to sing and to play the roots in time. Big fat roots are a great thing to help you and your ear assimilate the material. So I'm going to do that for you right now. So we're in G major, and check measure 3 for that distant key. We'll talk about that in a bit. Whole notes. B flat minor, E flat 7. That goes up a half step here. B minor, E7. Distant key right there, right? Here we go, B flat again, E flat 7. B minor, E7. A. Check this out. There we go. So some of the virtue here is that measure 3, and then when they bring in the E flat 7 in the middle of G major and A minor, right? Another part, that's actually the 5 of the distant key, the A flat major. And it helps you, the fact that we have whole note harmonic rhythm. You have time to assimilate. So now I'm going to do it again, and for some very strict half notes. Now you won't be jumping around so much, when you construct the quarters, but here you will. It's okay. But I always want to remind you that you need to be just as crazy, just as great at playing half notes as you are at quarters. There's half notes. Now I'm going to play a more loose version of half notes, and this is something you want to start developing. So a few what I call walk-ups. So you throw in a few quarters, right? Just right from the arpeggios and the triads. You play around with it a little bit, bring the ear of the listener, and of course yourself, take them on a little ride, put a little bit of surprise in there. So there's your roots and fifths. And so now we're going to do what I call the easy version of triadic materials here. This is a study. This is what you can do to give yourself a little breathing space, a little time to assimilate the materials. Check it out. Triads plus. Right? Triads with a half note. Just give you time to assimilate this stuff, So you won't really play it like this on a gig. In a measure. So now I'll play it, I'll just play walking line for the first half of the tune. Okay, check this out. E flat 7. The key is to learn to play without stopping. And so just remember, that's a great thing to convince yourself, to understand that really is the truth. Before you learn to play all sorts of great quarter note lines, weaving the changes, before you learn to do that, you want to gain confidence, and so you want to be able to play without stopping. So whatever you have to do to play legitimately, keep the time, and to play without stopping is going to give you something to sink your mitts into, sink your teeth into, so that you can gain this confidence. You will have confidence, and then you'll be able to modify your lines to the type of professional quality that you really want. And you're going to be listening to these great players, so you have the opportunity to do that.